Good morning to you all. God bless you all. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, right? Happy Wednesday. How y'all feeling today? How's it going? God bless you. It's already so hot outside. That's okay. We're going to have a good day. We're going to have a good day. We're not going to worry about it. That's my TikTok, guys. That's my TikTok. Let me tell my favorite peeps good morning. Welcome in, guys. Marnie! Vente, Marnie. No te vayas, niña. How you doing? Welcome in. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Thank you for liking live. As soon as I come out here, they want to start up making their little mating calls. Cicadas. Okay, time to set up the TikTok live. Whew. I got my scrunchie today in case I need to put my hair up because all this hair is hot. It's definitely hot. And I don't know what that piece of hair is doing right there. We're just going to push it out the way. Yeah, I had my hair up in a bun. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with it. Welcome in, guys. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you feeling? I was sitting here talking to myself, not realizing people came in the room. How is everyone doing today? Oh, they're like, she crazy. We're not going to hang out with her. She's talking to herself. Okay, good morning. We're going to start up our live goal. Ooh, they got new gifts in the gift gallery. That's fun. That's exciting. Let's see what else they got. Ooh, they got new gifts in the gift gallery. Let's see how many of those we'll do. We'll do 50 of those. Welcome in. How are you? Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. What else they got up in here? I need one more. One more gift goal. How are you doing today? We got a torch. We'll do 3. Okay, guys. I got the gift goal set. Dear God, I pray that this is live. Bless me, Heavenly Father, to be a blessing to others. How you doing, Mr. Friend? Welcome in. How are you doing today? God bless you. How you feeling? How are you feeling? Jayski, welcome in. Joel, welcome back. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. I'm doing good. Trying to stay cool. Mr. Friend, it's hot. Let's see what the temperature is today. Currently it's 95 and it is 10:06 a.m. You can't hear me? What about now? Maybe because I was talking low. Can you hear me now? Billy, welcome in. Today's going to be a high of 105. Oh, tomorrow we get a break. It's a little quieter than usual. I don't know. It's my freaking phone. It's strange. That's this app. I'm always having issues with if it's bad, I'll go inside and get my microphone. I just forget to bring it out here. Okay. Tomorrow we get a break. It'll be 98 degrees. Oh, geez. Next Thursday it'll be 109. That's fun. Atlas, welcome in. I'm doing good. Just trying to stay cool. I'm doing good. Mr. Friend, let me tell you what Marnie did last night. Let me tell you what she did. Thank you, Mr. Friend. She bit a possum while I was on the live. We were playing game night last night. She bit a possum. It came out. I heard something behind the house. I went to go look. Young Chazzy, how you doing? Welcome in, guys. Randy Miller, how are you? I heard something. And I went to go investigate. I know there's scavengers, like they eat ticks and stuff like that. I don't think she bit it too hard. But it was in my compost pile, like where I throw my kitchen scraps, for like vegetables and fruits. It's a great day. Yes, it is. All Shop Glory, how you doing? And it squeezed out of the little fence that I had the compost surrounded in. And she chased after it and she bit it, and I heard it like make a little cry. I was so upset about that. I was so upset. I said, Marnie, it's minding its own business. I don't care about the scraps in the compost pile. Like, I'm fine with it going over there, getting a little bite to eat. I leave water out for whatever critters that need something to drink. And she bit it. She's a dog. She being a dog, but I was just, she didn't injure it or anything. I was upset. And then it messed with me for the entire life. I was upset about it. Thank you, Backsticzy. Yeah, I was upset. She knew I was upset. I was like, Marnie. And the thing was the size of her. Why she would do that, I don't know. It could have fought back. It was just trying to get away. She a little predator. She was really upset. I'm like, Marnie, it's not. Yeah, I was upset about that. Saludos, Carlos. Buenos días. She understands. She understands I was upset. She understands. Birds are very intelligent. Rounds 100, how are you? How you doing today, Carlos? How's it going over there? How you feeling? Hammer time, how are you? You doing great, that's good. Where you tuning in from? Sorry, y'all, I'm having a little bit of something to eat. I'm kind of hungry this morning. I'm not selling any products. Thank you, Brax Busy. I gotta find it, Mr. Friend. Hi, Flowcentric. Pastor, welcome in. Brax Busy, thank you for the follow. Donna, welcome in. Yes, Laura, sorry to comment. My name is Tabitha, but I go by Tabby for short. You can call me Tabby or Tab. Tabby or Tab. Yeah. I'm sure I can find it, or maybe I can order it off of Amazon. Arturo, welcome in. Yeah, it is very old school. It's so old school, it's in the Bible. Tabitha is so old school that it's in the Bible. How you doing, Arturo? How you feeling today? Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you got a good night's rest. I was on live for a long time last night. Me, Brent, Mike, James, yeah, 13. We were on live for like 4.5 hours, more than 4.5 hours. It was like 1 something when we got out the live. It's your day off? You going to rest? Enjoy your day off? We were hanging, talking about traveling and stuff. So yeah, that's old school. My name's so old school, it's in the Bible. I'm doing good, Pickle Rick. How are you? How you feeling today? Thank you for the heart meme. You resting, Arturo? That's good. That's good. What's the heat index where you are, Arturo? Look, how's it going? Good morning to you, Jay-Sean. How you feeling? Good morning, everybody. How was your sleep last night? Did you get good rest? Sparrow, welcome in. Yeah, I went to sleep like around 2 something, and then woke up like around 8. I kind of laid there for a little bit. I didn't want to get up. I was taking my time. You slept good? Oh, that's good. It's important to get decent rest. You can't function well during the day if you don't get good rest. Thank you, Michael. Welcome back in. I'm from America. I'm in Texas. Donald, thank you for the Tabbyland Sparks and the Go Poppers. I appreciate you. How you doing today? Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How you feeling? It's a pastry. It's a pastry I'm trying to finish. I got my coffee too. Now you might think, why am I drinking a hot drink in this 95-degree weather? But I like hot drinks in the morning. So I'm gonna drink my coffee. EJB, good morning to you, friend. Last night, EJB whooped me in Uno. We played Uno and Connect 4. Oh, no, I don't look like Sierra. I look like Tabby. No, I don't look like Sierra. Everybody say I look like something. I look like me. How you doing, EJB? You got me last night. Florida? The wind cutting up from that storm? Oh, be careful, look. I forgot about that. Thank you, Bo Lawson. How you doing today? Good morning to you. Kalashi, I do. I like it. I like kalashis. I'm not used to them being called that. I'm used to them being called pigs. It's pigs in the blanket, right? Tell the truth, you let me win? No, you won. You won. You got that win. I I may have held back some cards, but you won. You played your cards. I can't. The thing about it is, EJB, if I win now, there are sometimes I get beat. But if I always win, nobody gonna want to play against me. Like, you were reluctant to play against me last night. I don't mind losing. We having a good time, you know. Emu, how are you? They're the best. You like the ones with cheese or without cheese? I was thinking about a weird question. Yesterday I was eating a bowl of cereal. Those of y'all that eat cereal, you used to eat cereal. Do you prefer a equal cereal to milk ratio, or do you like more milk than cereal or more cereal than milk? I know that's a weird question, but I was thinking about it yesterday. Everybody eat their cereal different. You like more milk than cereal, more cereal than milk, or equal amount? How you doing, Complex? Welcome in. I think I do more cereal than I do milk. If you do too much milk, the cereal gonna get soggy. Waldo, welcome in. Tony, how's it going? Welcome in, guys. Thank y'all for coming in, hanging out with me. And thank you for liking the live. More cereal than milk? Gives it more a kick? I think so. Keeps it crunchy. If you do too much milk, not enough cereal, it gets soggy. I don't like soggy cereal. I don't like soggy cereal. Man. Ruben, how's it going? It's already hot right here. I had some work to do outside this morning. I wanted to wake up early and put up a little reed panel in front of one of my windows to block out the sun. Yeah, I didn't get up and do that. It's hot in Vegas too. What's the temperature over there? What's the temp over there? B man, welcome in. It's hot in Nevada. Nevada and Nevada. How you say it? 91? Oh, we got you beat over here. But it's earlier over there. It's 8 o'clock, right? You guys 2 hours behind, no? Than Texas. So it's 8 over there, 8:19. How you doing, Purple Crocodile? Good morning to you. How you feeling today? Did you get a good night rest? Oh yeah, that's hot. What's the highs of today, Ruben? How hot is it gonna get? Can I shoot shot? Well, Dalton, the thing about it is that I'm not here to connect with anybody romantically. I'm just here to spread love and light and pray for people when they need it and be of encouragement. You know, brighten people's day the best way I can. 102? Oh, that's hot. It's gonna be 105 today, Ruben. What's not fair, Dalton? What do you mean? Hey, Rick, thank you for the follow. What's not fair? Let's talk about what's not fair, Dalton. Tabby fair. I'm a fair person. I'm fair. I think I'm pretty fair. I don't want to do nothing today but lay on the hammock and catch the breeze. Okay, go for it, Dalton. I'm just letting you know, okay? Go for it. I do love nature, Mike. I love nature. I like being outside. Hanging out amongst the trees and the birds and the little critters. I got some deer walking around. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one, Dalton. That is a nice one. I got breeze every few minutes. Maybe one kind of gently tries to come. I would like a breeze. I'm praying for a breeze, make it more uh, bearable. Right now it's okay, but around 4 or 5, 3 to like 6, that's when it's uncomfortable. How you doing? Welcome in. Sometimes I hang out in the house. Now inside my house is cooler than it is out here. Mystic? What exactly is a mystic, Mike? Like, what would you consider? What's your definition of mystic? If you let me call you out, I'll take you to safaris. Where are you from, Dalton? Welcome in, people on YouTube. I do follow Christ. I'm a Christ follower. I believe in the Holy Trinity. I've been a Christ follower since I was little. When I was 6, I made the decision to give my life to Christ, to live according to God's will. And I've been trying to do that ever since. All right, Ruben, God bless you. I hope you stay cool in this heat. You Kenyan. What time is it over there, Dalton? Nice. Thank you for liking the live. Good morning to you. Nice. How you feeling today? Did you get you some rest? Nice. You were on here hanging out with us pretty late last night. Did you get some rest? Illegal. Thank you for the heart me. It's 6:23. So it's what, 7 hours ahead? No, 8 hours. 8 hours ahead. It's 10 over here. That's 8 hours. Elyssus, Malachi, welcome in. Let me move my phone. Excuse me, Marnie. So I won't be in this facing the sun. If you fell asleep watching the stream, that's okay. I was getting kind of tired there. But you know, everybody was chatting, having a good time. We were having a good old time last night. Since I'm king, I'll make you a true queen. Not the Disney one. That's so funny. What does that mean? What's a true queen, Dalton? Good morning to you. Where's Waldo? How you feeling today? Logan, how are you? Welcome in. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. God bless you. You can ask me something. Sure. Or if it's personal, I'll let you know if I'm gonna answer it or not. Nice. Thank you for liking the live. Naya, welcome in. Each tribute, each tribe. Alex, welcome in. How you feeling today? Thank you for the repost. Nice. Thank you for liking the live. I'm gonna chill on the coffee. I'm getting way too hot. Come get my crown. You in Kenya. It's hot over there, right? I'm not trying to go. Tabi not trying to go where the heat is. I'm trying to escape the heat. Mother Nature got the thermostat set on hell. I'm trying to escape the heat. No, you guys got, y'all, well, it looked pretty decent. The temperatures look pretty decent over there, but it's also late. No, it's y'all got nice weather in Kenya. Tomorrow it's gonna be 77 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. Gabriel, thank you for the follow. They got nice weather over there. 75, 76. I'm thinking it's hot over there now. Oh, thank you, Seeking the Kingdom. I appreciate you. How you doing? How have you been? Brent, thank you for the Go Populars. Sam, how's it going? Jerome, welcome in. Gabriel, thank you for liking the live. There's where you go wrong. I think you meant Europe. Yeah, Europe is struggling too. They're struggling over there because they don't have any AC. Thank you, Illegal. Good, but if you need me, I'm here. Thank you, thank you. Seeking the Kingdom. So the girls, they're in town with my family. Um, so it's just me and the fur babies. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you. It's always 25. That's nice. That is comfortable weather right there. How you doing? Welcome in. Good morning, everybody. God bless you all. I hope everyone had a good morning and you had a good start to your day and you're feeling good. Logan, it didn't. It must have filtered out your comment because all in. How you doing? I see you now, Logan. Ghost, welcome in. Well, that doesn't mean. Well, Logan. Yeah. I don't know how to answer that, Logan. To be quite honest with you, I really don't know how to answer that. Um, is it a date? No, I'm not here to connect with anybody romantically, Dalton. As I previously stated, I just want to make friends, spread God's love, share my testimony, be of encouragement to people. I'm not here for dating or anything like that. We come on here, we hang out, we have game night. Last night was game night. We do Bible reading Sunday and Wednesday. We do karaoke. We talk about life and everything that involves it. I'm just here to be a light as much as I can to people, not for dating. But I appreciate you. Maria, welcome in. Mariano, how are you doing? 13, good morning to you. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice. Amen. Thank you, Christopher. Tim, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? God bless you all. Triple OG, thank you for the roses. Yeah, guys, many of y'all that frequent Tabby Land know that I'm not here for dating. I'm just here, to be encouragement. Hang out, make friends, talk about life, talk about God, and all that. Not for dating. Christopher, I appreciate you. EJB, we had game night last night. We played Uno and Connect 4, and EJB got me. EJB got me. Brent got me. Mike got me. Charles, how you doing? Good morning to you, Brent. I didn't see you come in. How you feeling today, sir? Quincy, how's it going? How's the Bible lately? Even more than I usually do. It's opening up big time. Wow. Then Peter. Oh. So Seeking the King. I read on my own, but then I also read on the live, and we started at Genesis, and we moving through the Old Testament. And thank you for the follow, Irvin. Thank you for the compliment, Mo. And right now we're in Second Kings, and man, it has been a bit tough. The Old Testament is a hard read. It was a lot of violence, a lot of unaliving, um, a lot of horrible acts, and those, you see how God's people are in constant contempt of Him. And He was telling them, just follow my decrees. If you follow my laws, what I'm telling you, I will bless you. I'll give you land that you didn't work for, that you didn't earn. Um, and they were just in constant contempt of, even though God was constantly revealing Himself to them, they were constantly turning elsewhere. And yeah, you can study, Quincy. So tonight we'll be doing Bible reading at 8:30 Central Time. And it shows me how as humans, it's in our nature to worship things. It's in our nature to want to worship things. And I think nowadays it can be so many things. It could be relationships, it could be power, it could be fame, it could be physical stuff, it could be substance abuse, it could be money, it could be so many things. You want me to teach you Uno? I can do that. You needed the rest? Yeah, 13. We were up late hanging out. We were up late talking about traveling, talking about just things in our life. Brent, I wonder if that little high-pitched squeal, if I was hearing, if that was a possum. Right? Because I heard it, and then that's when the possum came out, right? I can't remember. I just remember Marnie bit it. Mala. Nice. Thank you for liking the live. I think so. 13. Because I heard it, and then remember I got up to see what that noise was because I heard something, and it was a possum. I can't believe Martin did that. Point of view, we must balance ourselves and the things. I believe so. I believe so. But yet, going back to what I was saying, I think it's in our nature to want to worship something. And I think a lot of people, oftentimes, there's like a God-shaped void. We all have it. And people try to fill that space with physical things. And it never works. You never feel satiated. I think it's kind of hard for me to understand some things that I read because I'm like, God was talking to them. He was revealing Himself constantly. He was with them. He was dwelling among them. And they just didn't listen. But I know that it's true now. We want to follow our own will, our own way. But for me personally, all I've had is God my entire life. When I was little, you guys know I've been through things. And at times, that's, who else was I going to depend on but God? But the same is true today. We follow our own will. God tells us something and we follow our own will because we think we know better. Sometimes we just don't want to listen. Nice, thank you for liking the live. But man, it was violent back then. It was so much violence. So much violence. Violence against women, violence against each other. Like, it was just, whew. It was tough back then. Anissa, welcome in. Thank you, nice. I appreciate you. Can't forget about my coffee. It'll get cold. Tabby don't like cold coffee. Thank you. I appreciate that. Blessings to you. How you feeling? How you doing? Peace, Brata, Apu. Thank you for the follow. This one, I got it from the Asian market to drink, but usually if I'm just, I use a French press and I put cream. Sometimes I put heavy whipping cream and drink it with the cream. Good night to you, Pace. I'm at home, Christopher. I live in Texas. And dog food? Yeah, for my dog, yeah. It's okay to treat yourself once in a while. Yeah. What's wrong, Marnie? She up. You need dog food? You have a dog? Please don't say nothing weird. There she goes, trotting away. No, you don't need to be eating dog food. Texas doesn't have great weather. It's hot out here, Christopher. I am melting. Literally. Yeah. Brent, what's the temperature down there? It's 97 right now. Ooh, since I've been on live, last 40 minutes, it has gone up 2 degrees. We had a heat warning today, extreme heat warning. It remains in effect till 8 p.m. at night. We have a high of 105 today. Tomorrow it's going to be much cooler. It'll be 98. That's cool for us. 98 is a break. I moved some of my plants inside because I had them outside yesterday. So when I was gone over the weekend, I brought them inside. Then I put them back outside. And they look like the tops of my little mango trees. I was like, man, why they didn't look like they were okay. So I brought them inside this morning. They got a little bit of sun, but they're still pretty immature trees, so I gotta keep my eye on them. I'm trying to get them to a point where they can handle it. It's just way too hot for anything to be outside. Nice, thank you for liking the live. Marnie! She went over there and missed. Oh. Marnie! I just see 3 little babies running. Marnie! Sorry guys, I'm yelling. Marnie walked that way. And I knew there were deer over there, but I didn't see the babies. Marnie, come here! And they just took off running. Poor little things. They were trying to be in the shade. Marnie's a troublemaker. Oh, 108 yesterday? Vente, Marnie. Come over here. She looks at me like, you called me? Yeah, I called you, Nina. Junior, welcome in. How's it going? We missing people from Tabbyland because we kept everybody up late last night. Everybody's sleeping. And Junior, welcome in. What is today's date? So today marks 492 days that I've been live streaming consecutively. So in another, 8 days, I'll reach the 500 mark on TikTok. Man, that is something. TikTok not counting all my days because I went to check last night and it didn't. It said 485 or something like that. I'm like, that's not right. And then I went in to check my days and it's missing a few of my days. Okay, Seeking the Kingdom. God bless you. I love you too. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Yantex, how's it going? Welcome in. Etchy, how are you today? Whew. Grandpapa, Grandpa, how you doing? Thank you, 13. Thank you guys for liking the live. TikTok, Philly Kid, thank you for the follow. How you doing, Yantex? Welcome in. Copperhead, how's it going? Yeah, TikTok isn't counting on my days for whatever reason. So last night I was outside for a good bit seeing if I could catch any meteor showers because there's the Perseid meteor shower. It's going on now until August 17th, I think. The best time to view it is August 12th or 13th, but I was outside brushing my teeth, just chilling, seeing if I could see anything. I didn't see any, but I wasn't outside for a long time, like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. You need that time at least for your eyes to adjust to the darkness. Yeah, August 17th. How you doing, Blackness? Good morning to you. How you feeling today? Yeah, there's a Perseid meteor shower. I believe it's going on through now until August 17th. But the best time, the best days to view it is August 12th to the 13th. And you just go outside. If you got a comfortable spot somewhere where you can like lay back or just lay down, put a blanket down, and they say you can see up to 100 meteors per hour. Thank you, Blackness. I appreciate you. You come in and hang out and wish me well. Gotcha. How you doing? Good morning to you. How is the honey badger trapping going? You catch anything yet? I hope not. I hope not. Jake, welcome in. Raquel, how's it going? You doing good? That's good. That's very good. All right, Blackness, I hope you have a blessed day. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Quentin, the mail, welcome in. How many movies have I been in? I haven't been in any movies. I haven't been in any movies. Teddy has not been in any movies. DJ C Money, welcome in. G Howard, how's it going? A cool 103 today in Phoenix. It's gonna be a blistering 105 in North Texas today, G Howard. I have a word of the day for you guys. A new word. Because you know in Tabby Land we learn stuff sometimes. Let me know if you guys have heard it. The word of today is abiogenesis. Abiogenesis. 101 today. Oh, that's still pretty hot. Abiogenesis. What it means. Abiogenesis is the emergence of life from non-living matter through chemical processes. I'll tell you again, okay? T-Bone, thank you for the follow. It's the emergence of life from non-living matter through chemical processes. That's your word of the day, okay? We always will have Sedona. That's too much heat. G Howard. ABO. A-B-I like bio. A-bio. Thank you, because I said it wrong. A-bio. Abiogenesis. Abiogenesis. Right? Correct me, 13. Abiogenesis. When you spelled it like that, I was like, yeah, it's not. I said it wrong. That's your word for the day. Abiogenesis. It's the emergence of life from non-living matter through chemical processes. Okay, on to the articles. Let's see what we can find today. Abiogenesis. There you go. Thank you, 13. 13 is a scientist, so when I struggle with certain words, him helped me out. Him and Physics Bro and Mike. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one is from the Time. It's not my normal, usual, place where I read articles from, but it's maybe be interesting. It says what to do when someone is yelling at you, according to psychologists. Even in healthy relationships, people sometimes lose their tempers. A disagreement with your partner escalates into shouting. A friend snaps after weeks of bottled up frustration. A coworker raises their voice during a stressful meeting. When someone's raging at you, two phrases seem almost instinctual to say. The first is some version of calm down. The second one is a quick, reflexive, I'm sorry. Those responses might feel like the fastest way to diffuse the situation, but experts say they often do the opposite. Telling a furious person to calm down usually lands as criticism. Plus, it rarely works. A knee-jerk apology can backfire in a different way. It signals that the other person's intimidation is working. It might stop the yelling in the moment, but it also teaches them that rage gets results. Anarco, how you doing? Missy, welcome in. How you feeling today? That's nice, Christopher. My name is actually Tabitha, like Tabitha, Tabitha. I go by Tabby, but Ruby is my birthstone. The goal, experts say, isn't to make the other person stop feeling angry, it's to make a real conversation possible again. That requires doing two things at once: protecting your own boundaries because no one deserves to be berated, while also making the other person feel genuinely heard. Genuinely heard. Those strategies, however, have limits. If you feel physically unsafe or if you feel emotionally unsafe, then you need to end the conversation and disengage. If someone is threatening you, trying to intimidate you, or making you feel fear for your safety, the priority isn't finding the perfect words, it's getting yourself out of that situation. Another common response to being yelled at is to interrupt, defend, and point out everything the other person got wrong. It's an understandable impulse, but it usually pours gasoline on the fire. When people are angry, they're not thinking clearly. They can't hear you. Before you can have a productive conversation, you have to restore the conditions for one. So it says you should reach for the same phrase again and again, not just during major conflicts, but in everyday disagreements with the people you love. Help me understand what happened from your perspective. Its power is that makes only one promise: attention. I'm here to hear you. I'm here to understand you. I'm not promising I'm going to be able to help you, but at least you have my ear. Simply signaling that you're willing to listen often lowers the other person's defense enough that you can begin explaining instead of shouting. Nate said, look for the nearest exit. Well, what do you do if someone is like yelling at you? Right? I guess it depends on who it is. Will dictate how you're going to respond to it. Treasure, awesome, brilliant. Thank you, Christopher. That's so kind of you. Oh man, they covering the article with the and. Cohen, as the person doing the study, has found the same thing during the decades of mediating workplace disputes and other high conflict situations. People who are furious are often, they got an ad and it keeps popping up over the article. People who are furious are often reacting from a place of frustration, fear, or disappointment, not just a specific event they're yelling about. Maybe your partner feels taken for granted, or your boss thinks you dropped the ball on an important project. One of the fastest ways to uncover what's really driving the conflict is to get curious. Ask open-ended questions, listen carefully to the answers, and resist the urge to rebut every point. Nothing de-escalates anger as much as listening and validation. I would agree with that. You know, if a person feels like a healthy person, if you listen, usually people, if they feel like you're listening to them and you validate their feelings, they'll calm down. I can see how important this is to you. Think about the last time you were furious. Chances are you weren't looking for someone to solve the problem in the first 30 seconds. You just wanted to know they understand why it mattered to you. That's why psychologists often recommend starting with validation, not because it excuses someone's behavior, but because it helps them feel heard enough to move forward. You're acknowledging that the person's feelings make sense from their perspective, not conceding that their behavior or conclusions are justified. The key is to validate the emotion, not the behavior. That's good. Validate the emotion, not the behavior. Explosive anger is usually a secondary emotion. Arela Agako, a clinical psychologist in Toronto, said underneath the high. They keep popping the ads over the. A clinical psychologist in Toronto, underneath the yelling is often something more vulnerable, like a sense of fear, shame, or sadness. A friend who's furious that you cancel plans at the last minute, for example, might actually be feeling unimportant. Or a spouse snapping about dirty dishes may be reacting to months of feeling overwhelmed. Rather than validating the yelling itself, acknowledge what the anger is trying to communicate. You might say, I can see how important this is to you, or I can see why that would be upsetting. You're recognizing the emotion without suggesting the outburst is acceptable. Agreeing with someone who's furious at you probably feels like the last thing you want to do. Most of us worry that saying you're right means admitting defeat or taking the blame for something that isn't our fault. But experts say that is in this context. That's not what the phrase is about. Experts say that in this context, that's not what the phrase is about. Instead, it lowers the other person's defenses enough that the conversation can move forward. How you doing, Andy? Quality control, welcome in. Made a state, welcome back in. How do I deal with it? If someone is yelling at me, like a family member or somebody that I'm close to, I just listen. I listen and I try to validate their feelings. Like, I'm sorry, I'd be upset too. Usually I apologize, but they're saying you don't do that. But usually I'll say like, I'll usually say I'm sorry that you know, I apologize. Like if they say, oh, if they're saying I did something, like I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to make you feel that way, or that wasn't my intentions, or I just try to listen to them, how they feel, and then be like, I can see why you feel like that. I'd be upset too. I'd be bothered too, or I'd be disappointed too. Thank you, King Wayne Anderson. I appreciate you. But I try. I'm one thing I am good at is listening. Is listening at people, listening to people. I listen, and I don't like conflict. I don't even like talking about my feelings really. Um, but you have to when it comes to like moving forward in relationships, friendships, and all that type of stuff. But I don't like it. I'll listen to a person tell me how they feel about what I'm doing. I'm fine with that. But when it comes to me talking about how I'm feeling, yeah, I don't like doing that. Maybe that's all I wanted to say. But I think it's important. I agree with what they're saying. You validate their feelings. You know why they feeling like that. Now they could be completely wrong. The person could just be wrong in how they're feeling. Sometimes people are just wrong. Like it just is wrong, but they're upset and you gotta try to look at it from their perspective, even if it's wrong. And then once they're calm later on, maybe you give it a little bit of time and you can talk about why. You could talk about like the root of the problem. Oh, I see it. How you doing, Michelle? Welcome in. I use phrases like that and lower my tone. People instinctively match your tone in conversations. I agree. No, that's how you spell my name. T-A. That's how you spell it. How you doing, Michelle? That was my fault. Yeah, sometimes people just need to vent. Sometimes people just need to vent. I am so for me, I guess what I struggle with, like what people get upset with me, I have quite a few individuals in my life that turn to me to help them regulate their emotions, or they come to me with their problems, or to help them calm down, and I'm not always available. Um, Probably on average every day, I get about one, two, three, maybe four people, five that I talk to kind of regularly that depend on me on a daily basis to help them navigate their emotions. And sometimes I may be busy. Sometimes one of the other persons may be taking up a little bit more time. And sometimes people feel like, you're not making time for me, or, I didn't get to talk to you today. I had this going on. I tried to call you. I didn't, or we didn't get to talk that much today. And I said, I understand you needed to talk to me. You needed, you wanted to hear my perspective. I understand you upset. Sometimes they get upset. Now, do I always feel like that's fair? No. But I tell them, like, I understand how you feel. You wanted to talk to me. You needed my help. And I wasn't available. Would you like to talk about it now? I'm here. I'm listening. How you doing, Barbed Wire? Robert, how's it going? People in my life get upset with me because they can't get their time with me. How you doing, Barbed Wire? How's the heat over there? I know there it goes. What happened, Nate? Why you say that? I don't mind apologizing. I will apologize in a minute, even if I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. But I apologize because if the person seems upset, why not apologize? That's not. I don't think when you apologize, you admitting that you had any fault in it, but you you apologize for what they're experiencing, what they're going through. Two people can be in a relationship, right? Romantic, friendship, whatever, and that doesn't mean they're having the same experience. Two people can be in a romantic relationship. One person could be experiencing bliss, and the other person could be miserable. We perceive things differently. How you doing, physics bro? Welcome in. How you doing today? Good afternoon to you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you for the love you so much. So I know that people really struggle with apologizing, but sometimes that's what a person needs. They just want to hear I'm sorry. Sometimes just that right there is enough. I'm sorry. Like if a person comes to you and they tell you that their feelings are hurt and you just say I'm sorry and you mean it, that's all they want. Good afternoon to you. Eric, how's it going? I always have a smile on Yahusha. Are you wearing a smile? Are you smiling right now as you're telling me to smile? Are you smiling? That article was from time.com if you want. I didn't read all of it, but if you want to finish reading it, the ad kept popping up. Thank you, Nate. Bramsa, how you doing today? John Mexico, welcome in. How you feeling? You doing great, that's good. Even though my smile is a bit worried, I am. You're very welcome. What's my tribe? What do you mean what's my tribe, Eric? I'm doing good, Kenzel. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. It's still morning for me, but good afternoon, everyone. Tim, I see you. How you doing? Oh, okay. I hope the move goes well, Nate. Drink water, okay? Stay hydrated. It's hot today. Wear you a cap. Cover your skin. How you doing, Nuggets? How you feeling today? Okay, so earlier I was talking about the Perseus meteor shower. It says to locate the Perseus meteor shower, look toward the constellation Perseus. in the northern sky, where the Perseids appear to originate and which gives the shower its name. Northern sky, so look north. Where am I from? I'm from America. My ancestry background, um, close to, I'm mixed. So like 40% of my DNA is coming from different parts of Africa. The other almost 60 is coming from Europe, different parts of Europe. Esteban, how you doing? Calypso, welcome in. How you feeling today? How you doing, beautiful? Bunduka, how are you? Thank you for the compliment. How you doing, Calypso? Do I sing? On karaoke, I do. Karaoke night. Man, there's a water park in Texas. They dumped ice to keep the people cool in the water. 2,000 pounds of ice. Imagine that. 2,000 pounds of ice to beat the heat. That's insane. It's that hot. How you doing, Papa Daddy? Welcome in. How you feeling today? 2,000 pounds of ice to help them cool off. They already in the water. Man, that's a lot of ice. Jang, how's it going? Thank you for the follow. Yahusha, thank you for the follow. Okay, I got a science article. This is from phys.org. Phys.org. Jellyfish nebula may be the scene of two stars going supernova. Calypso, thank you for the heart me. Jellyfish nebula may be the scene of two stars going supernova. To keep cool, bad idea. Why it's a bad idea? Well, the ice is gonna melt, but maybe it'll cool down the water a little bit. Danny, how's it going? Science time with Tabby. Y'all put your thinking caps on. If we come back on Friday, yeah, sure. I sing on Friday. Okay, NASA Goddard Space Flight Center at Man, all these names. The star that formed the Jellyfish Nebula may have had a partner star that exploded 100,000 years earlier, according to international researchers who say that this may be the first known discovery of a binary star system in which both stars have gone supernova. The Jellyfish Nebula, known as IC 443, is the remnant of a star exploding in a supernova and leaving behind an expanding cloud of debris. IC 443 is located in the Gemini constellation, approximately 6,000 light years from Earth, and researchers have now discovered that it occupies the same physical environment as another supernova remnant called G189.6 plus 3.3. The findings are published in the journal Natural Communications. Supernova remnants are expanding clouds of debris left after supernovae stellar explosions. While hundreds of such remnants are known in our galaxy, identifying relationships between them is difficult, particularly in crowded regions of the Milky Way. IC 443, a remnant in the constellation Gemini, approximately 6,000 light years from Earth, sits close to other astronomical structures and within a complex cloud of glass and dust, making its surroundings region difficult to study. I don't know how to say this name. Miltiades, Michaelidis, sorry, and colleagues combined 16 years of Fermi Large Area Telescope gamma ray observations with E Rosita X-ray, excuse me guys, and complementary multi-wavelength data. Using these data, the authors established the recently discovered supernova remnant G189.6 plus 3.3 occupies the same physical environment as IC443, indicating that the two exist in close proximity and at approximately the same distance from Earth. How you doing, Larry? What made me go off the grid and move into a tiny house? Complex. Off the grid, I just enjoy being in nature. I wanted to be out in the middle of the woods. I like the animals. I like the trees. I'm not a big fan of the city. Um, I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. 911. Tiny house. I have two girls. I'm a mom of two, and I wanted to be with them all the time. I wanted to be home with them, take care of them, and I homeschooled them. So I value my time, what I can do, with my time. And I had a near-death experience back in 2014 with the birth of my youngest daughter, and it changed my perception of time. And time is so precious in this life. It is very precious, and I wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do with my time, not spend it working to pay bills. A tiny house allows me to have a roof over my head, a safe roof over my head, and my own space, while not having to dish out thousands of dollars each month for rent. And I used to have a business. I had a small business. I was paying rent for where I lived. I was paying rent for, where I was working out of. And I had a lot of bills. And I didn't want to I didn't think that was sustainable. Yeah, I have electric. I have solar. So I'm not connected to anything. No municipals. I do rainwater catchment. And I have a big water tank over there. It's connected. I would show you, but my car is over there. I don't want to show my vehicle. I have a big water tank. The rain hits my roof. It goes down into the gutters. It falls down into the water tank. It's pumped to my house. I have internet. That's how I'm using. I got Starlink. That's a new addition. What else? I have a wood burning stove to heat the house and to cook with. What else? Yeah, I have solar generators. That's a new addition. But yeah, this allows me to be able to live more freely. In my that's my definition. I get to spend time doing what I want to do. I mean, I still have some bills to some degree, but not as nearly as they're not as nearly as much as with my life before. But I just had my 11-year anniversary of off-grid living, so it's been 11 years I've been out here. And I've saved so much money being out here. I've saved myself so much money. So I hope that answered the question. I have all the same things that anyone living in a regular house does. I mean, I don't have all the space, but I have electricity. I could take hot showers, but I'm just going about it in another way. Boring? Oh, there is always something to do. There's always something to do. So I mentioned that I have a wood burning stove to cook and for heating my house in the wintertime. That's an everyday, all year round thing to gather wood and chop wood so that I can have enough in the wintertime. If a lot of times, now right now I'm not really growing a whole lot, but I usually grow a lot of food. That takes up a lot of time. I'm, cutting the grass, taking care of outside, doing My house is 11 years old, so sometimes I do upgrades. Sometimes I need to do repairs. There's always something to do. And if you're growing food, you're getting more than what you can eat at that moment, so you preserve it, you dehydrate it. Yeah, it's always something to do. I have now that I'm a live stream. Um, you know, it takes up my time too, so I'm busy. From the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, at nighttime I'll be happy to lay down because I'll be tired. Um, I dehydrate some stuff. Um, you can pickle some stuff. So I don't. A lot of people ask. I don't hunt, but I'm surrounded by people that do hunt. I'm not a huge meat eater, but my girls eat meat. So main stuff I have to worry about is like the vegetables and stuff. I dehydrate a lot of stuff. I pickle some stuff, preserve it, Mason jars, big old pot. But what about Yaya? Does she get bullied because? No. I have two daughters. Yaya's the oldest. She'll be 19 next in September. And Yo-Yo is the youngest. She's 12. They've never got, I don't, not to my knowledge, have they ever gotten bullied. I don't think they've never, I think they both appreciate the way we live. They like being out in nature. Yaya wants a little cottage. She wants a tiny house in the woods. So she's gonna be tiny living too. I think my youngest will. She likes it, and for the longest, she said she wanted an A-frame, but she's into music now. She plays a guitar. She will probably want to go where there's people, where there's music. The music scene is. Your birthday's today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Deanna Lee. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I hope you're enjoying your special day. God bless you. So, do other people live near you? Do the police know? Yeah, the police know. I had to call the police one time. They know I'm out here. The way I'm living is not illegal. Not here. Thank you, Brain, for the heart. My earthling. That's a new gift in the gift gallery. And you were the first to give it to me. I hate Long Beach, Texas. I love the wood. That's cool. You're a music producer complex. Thank you, John Mexico, for the heart me. What if there's an emergency, for example? I mean, I can call the ambulance, call the, uh, call the police. In Texas, you can live off the grid. It's not against the law. I'm outside the city limit. So in Texas, if you are on unrestricted land, you can um, live this way. It's not against the law for solar. It's not against the law to do rain catchment. None of that. I'm legally able to live this way. Tukuri, thank you for the type of inspire. I'm not living under the radar. How you doing, D Nice? Welcome in. How you feeling today? 1K for ambulance. Article 1, how's it going? Good morning to you. How you feeling today? Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I got a pew pew. I got something to protect me. Yeah, if I was in trouble, I would not try to call the ambulance. I would not want to. I'd ask a neighbor or somebody if they could drive me. I would not want, unless it was like a true, I'm fighting for my life. But Pickle Rick, thank you for the Tabby Land Sparks and the good job. I appreciate you. You gotta have something to protect yourself out here. This is Texas too. We were talking about this yesterday. If you are in a rural area in Texas, people got pew-pews. Everybody. I guarantee you everybody, my neighbors, everybody got something. I have a phone. That's what I'm using right now to stream. Yeah. That's just that's a normal thing, especially in a rural area. People have pew-pews. How you doing, John? Welcome in. But yeah, I have a phone. That's how I'm dual streaming. So we don't have any bears out here. Maybe if I travel like a couple hours north from where I am, there's bears. Cougars, we have bobcats, the occasional mountain lion, but the mountain lion is not a regular thing. I remember you, Blinky. I can't do it on the live, you know. I can't play music. Not on TikTok I can, but not on the YouTube live. Thank you, Complex. I appreciate that. Thank you. When is Halloween? Are you like Llorona? No. I don't dress up. My girls do, but I don't. The Bride of Frankenstein. Maybe I should do like Llorona. Chris, how's it going? So my house is not I mean, my house is wood. It's made out of wood. It's primarily, my house was made from reclaimed wood, so everything is wood. Thank you, Brent, for the gift. Thank you, Brent, for my heart earthling. Thank you for helping me out with my live goal, putting tips in the tabby jar. Play on TikTok, but I'm live streaming right now, Deanna. So I got a live stream going on YouTube and on TikTok. If I play it, it's still gonna come up, you know. YouTube's still gonna hear it. Thank you, Brent, for I like what I see. No, he doesn't. Brent is my friend. Don't be doing that, John Mexico. You're gonna get people started. They already be messing with him about me. Y'all better leave Brent alone. No rattlesnakes. We got copperheads though. Copperheads and scorpions. We all friends. Brent. Yeah, we got copperheads. Those are the venomous snakes. We got rat snakes. We got a bunch of little creepy crawly things out here. Lots of fun little. Yeah, they're venomous. And our scorpions are venomous too. I got stung by one. That was pretty fun. That was a nice little experience. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know. Am I friends with the scorpions? No, I'm a scorpion slayer. Anytime I see those dudes, I'm trying to take them out. That's the only thing I have no problem with unaliving out here. Even the snakes, I feel bad the times that I've had to get rid of the copperheads. Like if I'm out, if I'm on the other side of the property, if I'm various locations, if it's not around my house, I let the copperheads go. You know, they go their way, I go mine. I don't mess with them. But if I keep seeing them around my house, I will take care of it. But when it comes to the scorpions like to come inside your house. And that's how I got stung. It came inside my house and was in my loft. So yeah. And even with that, when it stung me, I still didn't try to unalive it. I tried to rip the stinger off, and when I did that, it just died. Where the dog? Marnie's here. Last night she bit a possum, John Mexico. They're good climbers, and it climbed right into the loft of my tiny house and stung me while I was sleeping. My mom was so mad. She said, "Did you crush it? Did you smash it?" She was mad. Yeah, scorpions don't mind their business. They mess with you. The snakes mind their business. Even the copperheads, they're venomous snakes. They're mind their business. A lot of time people get bit because they, step close to them. Or I wear very tall boots. You got to be careful where you walk. Um, and like if you got outdoor furniture and stuff like that, or just where you're gonna sit or whatever you frequent, look under stuff, look around stuff, under the stones too. Yeah, any type of wood or wooded area or anything where they can hide, they'll hide up under it. Yeah, the scorpions, they're venomous. They are venomous. Mark, thank you for the follow. That sting. I've gotten stung by bees, wasp, bunch of stuff. But that scorpion sting. Now, so I got stung on my hip. I had on a nightgown and it stung me on my hip. And I woke up before I can even fully open my eyes. I knew what had got me. And they say that pain, it lasts anywhere from, it can last up to 3 days. But yeah, they're kind of brownish. But mine lasted about 24 hours. And I didn't have, as long as you don't have now it is venomous, but what am I, 115 pounds, 5'6". So it hurt, but it didn't do it. As long as you don't have an allergic reaction. Now, my mom was worried because I do have an allergic reaction for bee stings, but I didn't have an allergic reaction to it, so I was okay. The venom is actually beneficial. It's like anti-cancerous, all kinds of stuff. My mom had a zoologist call me because she was worried because she wanted me to go to the hospital. I didn't want to. So for her peace of mind, I don't know how she did it. She called somebody. Thank you, John Mexico. Thank you for the gift. She called, I don't know, but she had a zoologist call me. He was asking me a bunch of questions. I'm tall? Is that considered tall? 5'6"? That's not short, but I don't think that's tall, right? Yeah, John Mexico, we were on live hanging out last night. We did game night. We were just chilling. I heard something. It was a possum, and the possum, he went to where my little compost pile is, and I had thrown out some fruit earlier that day, fruit peels, banana peels, and he was just having himself a little snack. He or she was having themselves a little snack. I didn't care about it. Marnie went and barked at it, and then it got scared and squeezed through the little fence, and then Marnie bit it. Tomorrow, poetry night, Thursday night, John Mexico. Thank you, Brent, for the shard of hope. She bit it. I heard it make a little noise. Freaking Marnie. It was not being a bother. It was not being a bother. It's hot, Where the food at around here? I didn't mind it helping itself, I was bothered that she did that. I know she being a dog, but it wasn't bothering her at all. Possums are good for the environment. They eat ticks. A lot of people don't like possums, but they're good for the ecosystem. It's not bothering me. It's not, she bit it. Mala. Dre, welcome in. King's Kitchen. How are you doing? Would you type your email for the poetry? Okay. I don't know if I could put it in there all the way, but it's a Gmail. Let me get my other phone, okay, Papa Daddy? Thank you, John Mexico, for the 2 funny. Danielle, welcome in. Oh, there you go. That's it. So tomorrow night we're doing poetry night, and if you want me to read your poetry on the live, you can send it to that email, and I will read it. Hands down, the best tasting wild animal in North America. If somebody cooks it, Physics Bro, I'll try it. I couldn't on a live one. Yo-Yo would be so mad at me. Yo-Yo loves possum. She thinks that they're so cute. She would be so sad if I on a live one. Thank you, Brent, for that. I like what I see. It bothered me so much that she bit that little thing. I mean, it was the same size as her, but she didn't have to do that. I had that little. It's hot out here, for even for the animals. All the buckets of water. I had like 4 buckets of water that I set out last night. I don't know what it was. Tipped them over trying to get every little last bit of water. It's hot out here and they're hungry. I feel like it is I want to help the little critters out. They need a little help too. They're trying to survive the heat. They are ugly. I think they're not very nice looking, but they're beneficial for the ecosystem. They're not hurting anybody. Why not? Because I'm blessed to be here, and I'm in their environment too, and I want to be a blessing to everything that's here. The deer help themselves to the food that I want to eat. I don't mind the little possum helping itself to my scraps. They help him break down Papa Dad said, them things ugly. How you doing, Jay? Good morning to you. How you feeling today, friend? Morning. Upside down, hanging from their tail. I like that too. And then the little babies be hanging on them. I don't know. Yo-Yo thinks they're so cute, Brand. She showed me, oh, Mama, look how cute it is. Hold on, guys. Check this minute. How you doing, Stream Studio? Welcome in. Up in North Australia, I've seen dogs run down to the water's edge to bark at a crocodile, and the owner had ample opportunity to get their dog, but it succumbed. Whoa. Steak nachos? You want steak nachos? Huh. That's horrible. I'm constantly like keeping my eye on Marnie. She gets the thing about dogs. So I have a cat. You guys know Ilse. She roams around. She can take care of herself. I don't really worry about her. You know, she can handle herself. If something is after her, as long as she can outrun it, she can climb. We surrounded by trees. She can scale a tree. Marnie, on the other hand, can't do that. And she's always messing with stuff. Ilse doesn't mess with stuff. She hunts rabbits and stuff like that. But Ilse is smart. She doesn't mess with stuff. Marnie is constantly messing with stuff. And you have to keep an eye on dogs because they'll get themselves in trouble. They don't understand. Thank you, son. I appreciate you. You got to keep an eye on them because they'll get themselves in trouble. They'll get themselves hurt. I like having cats. I love dogs. I've always loved dogs. I've always had dogs. But you got to keep an eye on them because they don't, they're like little toddlers. They don't know. They don't know, hey, maybe I need to back away because I might get hurt. Maybe I shouldn't be messing with this. I may get hurt. Maybe I need to stay close to my owner because I may get hurt over here. If something happens to me, I'm not close enough for them to see what's going on, and I may get hurt. Yeah, they're like little toddlers, and you gotta keep an eye on. I'm constantly asking Marnie, what are you eating? What are you chewing on? Spit that out. What is that? Chasing after her to see what she got in her mouth. She always eating stuff. A couple of times her little stomach was messed up. I'm like, ain't no telling what you ate as well, but they don't back away from, they don't back away from dangerous situations that could really get them harmed or unalived. Like a month ago when there's a huge rat snake. Now they're not venomous, but it was a constrictor. If that thing was really annoyed by Marnie, it could just wrap around her, squeeze her, right? And she barking at it. Now Ilse's reflexes are quicker than the snake. She can handle herself, right? Marnie can't do anything. I'm protecting Marnie because she's so little. Now she's fast, but like the deer, I had the deer stalking Marnie for a whole week. I had to keep an eye on her. I wouldn't let her come outside by herself because the deer was just watching her. It's like having another tiny kid. You mean where do I live? I'm in Texas. Oh, tell her thank you. Jason, how you doing today? You from Barbados? Just in time. Welcome in. Yeah, I love all animals. I'm a big fan of birds. I like dogs, but I think maybe now I like having cats because they just, you know, they take care of themselves. Kenneth, welcome in. Eat all day. How's it going? Sam, welcome in. Where do I live? I'm in Texas. I'm in America in Texas, son. Are you asking about my life? How's it going, Sam? Good afternoon. Good morning to you. I'm good, Jason. How are you? My plans for today? Try to stay cool. Sam. It's high. It's gonna be 105 today. In North Queensland, Australia, we have the cane toad. They have poisonous glands, so if a cat or dog or other native marsupials eat them, they die. They were introduced species for the cane beetle. Arthur, welcome in. Be thankful. That's wonderful. Attitude of gratitude. Now, Ilse has tried to eat a fruit frogs, and the only reason why I knew she tried to because it came back up and I saw it, and I told her, "Don't do that. Don't eat that. There's other things out here for you to eat. Don't eat that." She'll catch lizards. We have a big lizard that lives out here. I don't know what kind it is, but it's pretty big, like that big. I didn't even realize that they were that big out here. So like from head to tail, it's maybe like that big. Until I saw her messing with one day. I'm like, what is she carrying that's so big? Thank you, Jason, for the compliment on my hair. Those are cicadas. Cicadas, you know, the insect. So yesterday I was out here and I heard a cicada, and then I saw something. I looked up and I saw something else, some flying little thing, attack it and drag it up the tree. It looked like a wasp, like a yellow jacket or something, but it was much larger. I was like, oh. I see italics. Uh, I'm some hours away from Mexico. Oh, really? What do yours sound like, Blinky? Nah, it wasn't a dragonfly, Papa Daddy. It was something else. It was something, like I said, it looked like a yellow jacket. Like a wasp or something, but the back part, like the body part, was much bigger. Alan, good morning, good afternoon to you. How you feeling today? Happy Wednesday. I don't know what it was. They look huge. All is well with me, Alan. All is well. Thank you for asking. User 632, welcome in. Brent, you gonna cook those crab legs today? For Bria. It's evening there? Oh, how was your day, Alan? Did you have a good day? Yoshimitsu, how are you? 7:42? So it's evening time over there. It's 11:42 over here. 11:42. She looking for it? Aw, that's so cool. Derek Jones. So, I got another 12-volt fridge. And I'm waiting to, it's much bigger than the one that I have right now. And it got 2 compartments. And yesterday when they delivered it on its side. So I couldn't turn it on right away. I had to wait. They say wait 24 hours. I'm going to make sure it's like probably after 24 hours before I turn it on. But there is on the box, it say got the arrows pointing up. It's a car refrigerator arrows on every side of the box. This way up, this way up. And then I go to the gate to pick it up and it's on its side. I'm like, ew. On every side, there's huge black arrows that say this way up. This way up. And it's on this side. So now I gotta wait. It should be okay, right, Brent? If I let it sit for at least 24 hours sitting upright. I don't know how long they had it like that. I don't know if it was in the truck on its side. I don't know. Yeah, FedEx. Thank you, Alan. I should get a noise similar to yours, but it's not with the rattling type of sound. Oh, I'm gonna look that up when I get off the live, Blinky. I'm gonna be away from the border some hours. So it should be okay, right? I think it should be, but if not, they will have to take it back. Yeah, it was on its side. All the arrows, every side of the box. Every side of the box. It got arrows. Black arrows. Thick arrows going up. I was like, man. But it's a nice fridge. It's a cool fridge. It's gonna give me more space. The one I have a 12-volt fridge too. It's by Bougie RV, but it's a bit smaller. And this one have a handle and wheels on it. I can move it around. If me and the girls go camping, I put it in the car, put our drinks and stuff. It's cool. What do I do for work? I'm a groundskeeper, so all this land that I'm on, son, I take care of certain parts of it. Be enough for the gas to settle, look up the Laughing kookaburra. I like the kookaburra. Kingfisher who hunt snakes, venomous ones. I like the kookaburra. The way they laugh. So when I first I saw a video of a kookaburra, you know, making their little sound. I said if a pretty lady walks by, I'll make that sound. Make that sound. But my mom used to sing this song about kookaburras to my sister when she was little. Thank you, son. I appreciate you. So when I was little, or whenever I could, I looked it up what a kookaburra was. You guys know the song? Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh, kookaburra. You guys know that song? My mom used to sing that to my sister all the time. They make it's such a cool sound. You remember that? Let's see. They make such an interesting sound. You know it? Well, the kookaburras would definitely make that sound when you walk past. I know that song. Oh yeah, I know. My mom would sing it to my sister. My mom said so. I have a sister. She's 13 months older than me, so a year older than me. And my mom said that when my sister was a baby, she would sing that song to my sister, and that my sister would like try to sing back to her, that she would like coo back to her. Let's see. That's cool, right? And my mom from Australia? No. I didn't know how she know that song. She's not. I do have family, Blinky, so my aunt on my dad's side, she married a man from Australia, and my cousins, they have dual citizenship. Damon, welcome in. Yeah, I'll ask my mom how she knows that song, but Steven, thank you for the follow. I do have some relatives in Australia though. When I did my ancestry, it it pulls up people that you have DNA matches with that have taken the test and where they're located. I got some family in Australia. Oh, there she goes. Mama, I'm talking about the Kookaburra song. How do you know that song? Donna, how you doing? How do you know that song? They used to laugh at us when we were kids, messing around, and some slips over the kookaburra. Really? That's so funny. So they got a sense of humor? When we were kids, we were messing around, and someone slips over the kookaburra would cackle. That's so funny. I'm doing very good. I'm good. Don't know. First grade, 1970? So you learned in 1970? I know, David. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Ultra Healing Pad, how you doing? So you learned it in school. Man, my mama was in first grade in 1970. That wasn't that long ago. I learned from the private school that I went to. Oh, that's cool. They were always watching us for their own entertainment, it seems, because it happened often. It's so funny. I've seen videos, Blinky, I've seen videos of Horses laughing at other animals or at people. Donkeys doing that. Physics, bro, you also learned it in school? That's cool. Were you pretty young too when you learned it, Physics, bro? The song can be sung as around. Oh, yeah. I bet you it sounds beautiful. Little kids singing it, you know, because they got the soft voices. Elementary, they were always, that's so funny. Animals, they have a sense of humor. They do have a sense of humor. I think probably birds especially because their level of comprehension is so high. Thank you for the follow. Light them up. Not sure if it was school or Nickelodeon. I've seen the donkey video laughing at the dog. Who? Yeah, I've seen that too. It's so funny. They do. My horses were very playful. You have horses? You had horses, Calypso? Thank you, Drew, for the butterfly vibe. How you doing? How you doing, Drew? Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Karaoke now, you must sing it with me Instagram. I'll try, Fizzy, bro. I don't got the voice like you, though. I rode competitively for, wow, that's so cool, Calypso. That is cool. Thank you, Drew, for the Aurora Groove. Oh, that's a new one. That's cool. I like that one, Drew. I think that's my new favorite one. I didn't even know that was in there. That was so pretty. Thank you, Drew. That was a very nice gift. Aw, thank you, Physics Bro, for the compliment. Horses are very cool animals, full of personality and opinions. Even my oldest daughter, Calypso Yaya, she likes horses. She always been a fan of horses. When she was younger, she's ridden horses many times. Surprisingly, I've never rode a horse before. But she likes horses. She's rode a camel. Horses used to buck is behind up the outside toilet, trapping my mother in there when she would use the toilet. That's so funny. Up against the door, would she be yelling? That's so funny. When I go over, Cashel, what's wrong? When I go over to feed Sophie, that reminds me, I need to give her some watermelon. Like during the summertime, I like to give her little treats, like watermelon, you know, keep her cool, keep her hydrated. She gets mad because the goats come up and she will bite them. She'll bite like them on their back to say like, hey, get back. She didn't come over here for you. She came over here for me. Your mom thought the horse hated her? Oh, that's funny though. Yeah, I think animals, they like to mess with us and they like messing with other animals too. You love goats? My neighbor, she got goats. I take care of them whenever she goes out of town. She got donkey. The donkey's named Sophie. I love Sophie. She is so darling to me. Uh, she got goats, Henry and Sparky. And she got ducks, and ducks are mean. She got geese, they're mean. The chickens, they're just scary. But yeah. What else she got over there? Why you mad, Cashel? But yeah, animals are funny. Sophie, the donkey, she'll see me walking up the driveway and she'll neigh. Like, hey, Tabby, how you doing, girl? You come over here to see me? Yeah, I like animals. I've always liked animals. I had turtles growing up. I had a turtle named Henry. My mom likes birds, so we had birds. We had a Quaker named Petey. We always had dogs. I had a black cat. We always had animals. I was always asking my mama if we can. Mama, can we please have it? Can I keep this? Can we get this? Can I have this? But right now, I just have a cat, a dog, and Yaya has a rabbit. Jonathan, welcome in. Usagi. So we got Ilse the cat, Marnie the dog, and Usagi the Holland Loft bunny. I call her my grand bunny. I'll tell Yaya, hey, how long my grand bunny ain't been in this cage? You need to take her out. Now, Yaya usually has Usagi out, but she chews on everything. So unless she can like watch her, she puts her up in the cage. But I tell her like, hey, don't be having my grand bunny. She want to be out roaming around. Like, you have my grand bunny locked in this cage. She needs to be out. A fish tank is next. I had a fish. Physics, bro. I had a fish. Her name was Pacifica. She was a little beta fish. I love that little fish so much. She was so sweet. I talked to her, and we had her out here, and it got really, really cold one winter, and I didn't have a warmer, a heater for the tank, and I ordered it, and it didn't come on time. And one night, I tried to keep her warm one night. I asked Yaya to check on her. She said she was okay, but the morning I got up, she was not okay. And I cried over that little fish. I cried over that little fish. I was so sad over the little fish. I got her for Yo-Yo, but you know how that goes. I end up taking care of them. Marnie is supposed to be Yo-Yo's dog. And this chick has separation anxiety from when she's not with me. Ilse was supposed to be Yaya's cat. They both have separation anxiety. Ilse meows nonstop, and Marnie just goes in the closet and doesn't come out. She refuses to eat when I'm not around. I'm like, hey, these are supposed to be you guys' animals, not mine. And why they my little shadows? They stuck to me like glue. No matter where I am, they always with me. I go in one room, they following me. I go in another room. I try to go into the bathroom. They both at the door. Ilse meowing with her little paw going up underneath the door like, hey, let me in. Sometimes my mom, she opened the door for Ilse. I'm like, don't let her in here. I'm trying to get a little bit of privacy. You just see Ilse's paw trying to open the door because she can open the door. She'll open the door for Marnie. She know how to stick her paw up in the door, underneath the door, and open it. You have a big turtle? What's your turtle name? Avian, how are you doing today? There's a lizard called the frilled neck lizard. Once as kids, one of those chased my sister. It was running on its back legs. And they do. Ooh. Man, was your sister messing with it? Oh, thank you, Blinky. Franklin the turtle, like the show? That's so sweet. Mr. Black Penguin, how you doing? That's funny, Blinky. Franklin the turtle, oh, that's so nice. I like all the little critters and stuff. Man, that's kind of funny, Blinky. The lizard was running on the back legs, trying to get your sister. Yeah, I was so sad over the little fish. I thought about getting another one, getting a better setup, so it can be comfortable. It can be comfortable and all right. Sometimes when I go like to the pet store, you know, like I had to go to PetSmart, Petco, for one, and you'll see a Marnie something, and I'll pass by a little fish, and they look just so sad in the little cups. That's how we got Pacifica. I was there and I walked by and I seen it, and I'm like, oh, she don't look happy in this little container. I was like, you want to come home with me? I take care of you. I try to take care of it. But, yeah. Walter, thank you for liking the live. Aquariums are dope. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. My sister used to catch lizards all the time, like little skinks and stuff, and she'd be wanting to dissect them, squeeze the eggs out of them. Yeah. Ooh. What does your sister do now, Blinky? Like, what does she do for a living? Like, why? I wonder why she was into that. You want to get an iguana? Thank you, Frenchie. I appreciate that. I send them back to you. Sensitive. And they can bite each other too. Walter, thank you for liking the live. Oh, taking care of the elderly. My background. Y'all see my little tent over there? Yeah, it's nothing but woods. So this area I'm sitting, the shade, it's got oak and ash trees. Over that way, it's just, I mean, that space is cleared out. Um, but it's like nothing but mesquite trees. It's a grove of mesquite trees, and yeah, I'm surrounded. I'm in the woods, in the middle of the woods. No, there no Bigfoot here. If I seen that dude, I'd be like, hey, I ain't gonna tell nobody I seen you. You just keep going your way, all right? Don't come over here messing with me. It is a lovely place to live. It's just the summer times are just way too hot for my liking. That's the only thing. And I miss the mountains. I really love mountains. It comes so when I was little, we lived in California, and we lived off in a valley, and we were surrounded by mountains. And I remember being little and just looking at the mountains and appreciating how beautiful it was. Yeah, I'm in the shade, but it's still hot over here. But it is nice place to live. You like mesquite? I got plenty of mesquite wood, plenty of it. It is currently 101 degrees right now. But even with it being hot like this, I still enjoy being outside. I just find it, shade. I have used it. When I did a brisket once, and I used the mesquite wood. Is the whole hiding seek champion? Dude is so nice to me. Aw, thank you. Blinky. Makes the meat taste better. Yeah. It's nothing but mesquite tree. I call those trees the devil. One time I stepped on, I guess I had cut a branch or something because I had to keep my driveway cleared, and the trees will grow over, and the mesquite trees don't always kind of grow upright. They kind of slant over. It's not like one um it's not like that, like one. Why am I forgetting the word? It's not just one coming out of the ground. It's multiple coming out of the ground. So they tend to like lean over, and they kind of crowd my driveway, and they got the thorns so it would scratch my car. And I guess I had cut some down, and I went back over the area because I was doing something, and I stepped on a branch, and the thorn went through my boot. The thorn was like that big, and on the tips of their thorns they have poison, and I didn't even know that at first. So I couldn't take off my boot because the thorn was in my foot. I had to pull the thorn out, and my foot was sore, like I was limping for a while. And I was like, why does it still hurt? It feels painful. And I looked up because there's poison on the tips of those. So I tell, I call those trees the devil tree. Yeah, but their thorns are like huge. Very, very, very huge. And it's painful. If you step on one, you get cut by one, it don't feel good at all. Mesquite tree. But it have the pods, it have like, they look like beans. Have you seen the long pods? You can ground them up, the little beans inside, right? And make flour. Grind it up, dry it out, make flour, make pancakes, bread. It smells sweet. Like when you open up the little pods, it's kind of tacky, like it's brown and it's sticky. You to the kid, don't text. Oh, some animals, I guess. We got red ants. We got fire ants. We got fire ants out here. They get on my nerves too. Always invading my home. I put down some spray. Oh, I put down traps for the ants. They're always coming in. The summertime, everything is trying to escape the heat. They're looking for water. Bullet ants? What's bullet ants? Sincere, thank you for the rose. What's bullet ants? I never heard of bullet ants. We got fire ants too, so annoying and can be dangerous. Yeah, I've gotten bit so many times, and then after they bite you, they leave these little white pustules. They hurt. Blackstrap molasses work for the ants. Alexandria, welcome in. Yeah, they do. It hurts. Bullet ants. I'm gonna look that up. Oh yeah, they got wings. Jeez, they got wings. Yeah, that ain't cool. I don't like none of that. One sensei, oh sensei, how you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. God bless you. Dennis, how have you been, Dennis? I haven't seen you in a while. How is it going? Yeah, that looks bad. You get bit by one, that looks so painful. Ooh. Jeez. Western wilderness, he gets. I'm looking at a guy. He keep coming up. Been bitten by a centipede. Oh no. What's his real name? Wild Wilderness. Cause I see a guy, he keep coming up. I'll just look him up. They get stuck and the whole colony can disappear. Oh, cayenne pepper or chalk to keep them from coming in your area. Darter ants. would you purposely want to get bit by it? Certain stuff. This stuff looks horrible. I don't want to look at that. That stuff look horrible. It look painful. Yeah, the ants. People say, what has been the hardest thing about living off the grid? And I can tell you, the fire ants out here. The fire ants out here have been the absolute worst. They come inside the house. If you got any food, any little type of crumb, they all just come filing in. Jesse, how's it going? How you feeling today? Aaron, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, the fire ants, they horrible. They horrible. Walter, thank you for liking the live. I know the guy you're talking about. He's crazy. He's smart but crazy. Horseflies, their sting. I don't think I've ever gotten stung by a horsefly. I'm good, Jesse. I'm doing very good. I am doing very good. Thank you, Walter. Handsome Squidward. How are you? That's an interesting name. How you feeling today? Brave Wilderness? Oh, okay. You don't want to? I can't remember if they sting. Oh. Brave Wilderness. Oh, I see him. He wearing a hat? Coyote Peterson? Yeah, I see him. I see him. Yeah, why would you want to do that? That's, Has he ever get bit by something and it has been like really, really bad? Like he have like a horrible bad reaction to it where it was like almost life-threatening? You doing good? I'm good. Hanson's good. I'm doing very good. I'm blessed. It's a great show on YouTube. I'm gonna look it up. It looks interesting. But it's like, why would you want to put yourself through that? Getting bit by different insects? I don't like that. I don't mind the insects, but just like I don't want to get bit by one. Earth7676, welcome in. How are you doing today? Yeah, maybe I'll watch the episode today. I think the bullet ant dropped him. Really? Oh. Kale, how's it going? Brent, thank you for liking the live. That don't look funny at all. I wonder how he came over like, let me make a show. Dejari, how are you doing today? Thank you for the follow, Earth7676. But when you watch it, you're gonna love it. It's cool. Yeah, I will try to see. I will look at it today. Just here tapping away. I appreciate you, Brent. I think I'm gonna head out, guys. Dane Flowers, thank you for liking the live. I didn't know you were here. How are you? It's getting kind of hot, and I think both of my phones are overheating. So when it comes to the wild, that's cool. It looks interesting, Frenchie. I will be back on tonight. Gerald, how you doing? You caught me at the end of my live. I'll be back on tonight at 8:30 Bible reading. So if you want to come be a part of that, I read scripture 30 minutes. I pray for anyone that has prayer requests. And we just hang out. Thank you, Walter. I hope everyone has a blessed day. If you got to be in the heat, if you're somewhere where it's 100-degree plus weather or close to that, please drink water, okay? Don't push yourself. Alright, guys, y'all have a blessed day. I pray whatever you do today, you do it with a smile on your face and love in your heart. Y'all stay cool, alright? Thank you, Brent, for keeping Tabbyland safe. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador Physics Bro, for being the ambassador of Tabbyland. Alright, y'all. I'll send y'all my love. I'll see y'all. Goodbye. Thank you, Blinky. Thank you, Frenchie. Squidward, I see you. Alright, y'all. Bye-bye.